just sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a sigh out. And again. Feel the shoulders relax. And once more. Okay, now just let the hands come to rest at the heart. And joining in. Good, so just keep your eyes closed for a moment. So I was going to talk a little bit about the 3 doors tonight. So we've worked with this before in class. So these are the practices from the Bon Tibetan tradition. So they're traditionally meditation practices where you're just sitting in stillness, but I like to use them within posture work as well. So the 3 doors are our body, our speech, and our mind. So these are also the doors that create problems within us. So our attachments and our aversion and our ignorance, but they can also be doors into freedom. So I'm just going to read you this little bit from one of Tenzin Wangyal's books. So all experiences, emotions, and thoughts in every moment can spontaneously be released if we're not attached or averse to them. And they self-liberate like snowflakes that fall into the ocean. I thought that was really lovely. So your doorway to happiness and contentment, clarity and wisdom is actually always with you. So it's not outside of us, it's always contained within. So if we recognize that the door is there and generate a strong intention to enter through the door and keep the intention focused and directed, we draw into this place of stillness and liberation. So I'm going to work a little bit with that sort of idea whilst we work through practices tonight. So let's lie down. Make sure you've got your belts handy. So we'll start with our limberings. Oh, it's good to lie down. Lovely. So let's do our pelvic rock just to settle into the movement. So as you inhale, let the pelvis rock away. And as you exhale, draw the navel in, press the back into the floor. Inhale, pelvis rocks away. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, let's add the arms in, take that movement up through the spine. Inhale, sweep the arms over. Good, deep breath in, use the lungs properly. Exhale, hands down, draw the navel in. Inhale, sweeping up and over. And exhale. Good. Now as you move, really pay attention to the breath. And notice that this breath is drawing our attention inwards, stabilizing the mind. Good. Now, next time the arms come over, pause and hold the breath in the body. You're just going to hold, see how the lungs are feeling. Good. Now, as you exhale, push the bottom off the floor, lift into bridge. Clear the lungs of stale air. Inhale to lower. Good. Now, exhale, we're going to come into coil without touching the shins, so we're using the tummy muscles. Inhale, feet down, arms over. Pause again at the top of the breath in, hold the breath in. Just bathe the lungs in white light. Exhale, push up into bridge. Inhale to lower. Good. Exhale into coil. Inhale over. Pause for a moment with the breath in. Exhale to push up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now let's just do a few more. Remember to pause at the top of the breath in. Good. Now we're going to hold bridge. So either, just slightly off the floor if that suits you, or higher up, but keep the hands behind you. We're going to free up the diaphragm. So remember, this is the muscle at the base of the lungs. So if you're feeling a bit poorly, do be careful. Rest if you need to. Just don't force this. So as you inhale, feel the belly lift. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale, let it lift. Exhale, now keep going. Focus on the breath and the sensations that the breath creates in the body. So when we breathe in this position, we actively have to engage with the diaphragm muscle. And it also helps to massage the solar plexus, so this big bundle of nerves around the navel area where we hold lots of tension. So be aware of the exhalation massaging that area. Good. Now on the next exhale, slowly release. Good. So let's just massage the visceral organs by doing the diagonal somatic movement. So bring your left hand behind your head. The right hand we're going to use to draw the shin towards us. So as we inhale, let the pelvis rock away. Exhale, come across. Inhale. Exhale. So I want you to really concentrate on the breath. Don't rush it. Really notice what's going on with the lungs. Be aware of the exhalation, releasing the tension that accumulates in the organs. Good, let's switch sides. So right hand behind the head, left hand ready to grab the shin. Take a breath in, pelvis rocks away, get that lovely arch into the back. Exhale, come across and squeeze. Be aware of fully inhaling as best as you can. Fully exhaling. Good, and release. So let's bring the feet up so that the knees are up towards us. So remember with this one, so remember that I can't see you at the moment. So you need to be very careful with the modifications to suit your body. So if your back is tender, the twist with the feet off the floor might be too much. So you might need to place the feet to the floor. So just see how you feel. Let's start with the ankles crossed. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the knees come over and up towards the arm to the right and turn the head to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale. Going to be aware with your eyes closed of the sensation of the body as it moves. So you become the observer and the observed. Notice where you're holding tension. Notice the pattern and the shape of the breath. Good, and next time you find the knees over to the right, we're going to hold this movement and concentrate on the left lung. So bring the right hand to the side of the left knee, extend the left arm out, and focus all your awareness into the left side. So activating the left lung. And as you focus on the breath, just be aware of the stillness of the rest of the body. And also, as we're aware of the stillness of the body other than the breath movement, the silence within us. Just using the exhalation to clear out tension. So remember at the beginning of class, I talked about how all the emotions and experiences that we have can spontaneously dissolve if we allow them to. If we hold on to our experiences, then they become problematic. So just letting go. Good. Let's inhale, come back to center. Bring the knees over to the left. Take a moment to bring the left hand to the outer right leg. Again, now bring your awareness into the right lung now. Feel how the breath is opening the ribs. And let go of tension as you exhale. Lovely. Back to center. Now, hands on the knees. Let's circle the knees in opposite directions. Again, take your time, so we're not rushing these movements. We're using our body, our breath to act rather like a meditation. So we're experiencing a slowing down. As we do this, notice when you breathe if you feel like there's a bit of tension or a blockage near the breastbone, which is quite common. And you might find that the inhalation gets stuck a little bit. So inhale as much as you can and then have a sigh out. So the tension releases from that area in the body. Just let it all go. Good, let's place the feet down. So let's go into the belt work. So you're all very familiar with this, especially if you do mine or Sue's classes. In fact, I think Emma does belts a lot as well. So let's bring the belt to the ball of the right foot. So place it on the ball, not the arch. We're going to hold with both hands to start with. Make sure the chin is tucking in so the neck is nicely lengthened. And then we're going to breathe in from the nose to the navel for a count of 4. So we were doing this in this morning's class. And we're going to exhale, imagine the breath traveling up the leg through the cells and out. So releasing the tension that we hold emotionally in our leg muscles and the bones. Just really sinking into the breath. Good. Now we're going to take the belt with just the right hand. If you've got a soft belt, double wrap it so it doesn't slip. If it's a bit harder, then don't, because it'll hurt the hand. Left arm out to the side. Let the left knee roll out to the left. Now feel the placement of the back of the pelvis on the floor. Make sure it's completely neutral, so we're not twisting the ligaments on the back of the pelvis. So that's the sacroiliac joint. So take a deep breath in from nose to navel. Exhale the leg out to the side. So remember, if you're tight, knee can be bent. That's absolutely fine. Or extend the leg out. Keep the back of the pelvis anchored. Now, anchor the mind with the breath. So breathe in from the nose to the navel. Exhale out along the leg. So as we focus inwardly on the breath, we become aware of the first door of perception, which is our body. So our body can sometimes be unwell and we can feel in pain in different parts of the body. But we can also use the body to move through that door into a place of stillness. Lovely, come back to center nice and slowly. So we're going to do the bigger movement tonight. We did a smaller one earlier today. So we're going to stretch the left leg out, bring the belt into the left hand. Let's start with the knee bent. So we don't want to go into the full movement to start with. Right arm out to the side. Exhale, let's bring the leg over to the left so the bottom comes off the floor Anchor the right shoulder blade and turn the gaze to the right. Now, only if you haven't got problems in the back and the hamstring is willing, straighten the leg so you don't have to straighten the leg. Nice deep breath in again. Let's drop our attention to the breath. Exhale out along the leg. You can now feel yourself moving through the door of the body into a place of stillness. Good, now let's bring the leg back to center. Keep the leg extended, but release the belt. Push through the heel. Now pull the tummy muscles in. Deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Lower the leg. Control the movement. Good, now once the leg touches the floor, completely relax the body. Take a deep breath in. And exhale the length of the right leg. Now notice the difference. You might find that the right leg actually feels lower than the left. So the perception of our body has changed because of the way we've released tension. So just rest in the stillness that's the body. Lovely. Let's bend the right leg, sole of the foot on the floor. So we'll take the sequence to the left leg, belt to the ball of the left leg. Make sure that the neck is nice and long and the chin is tucking in, so you're releasing the tension that accumulates in the occipital joint, which is the base of the skull. Breathing in from nose to navel. Exhaling up through the leg. Allow the jaw to relax. Just bringing our awareness inwards. Be aware of the stillness of the body as we just hold and breathe. Lovely. Now let's take the belt into the left hand, double wrap if you're able to. Right knee out to the side, counterbalance the weight. Right arm out to the side. Breath in from nose to navel. Exhale the leg out to the left. Bend the knee if you need to. Good, now let's just shift our attention very subtly to the throat. This is the second door. And we observe this, so when we are feeling stressed, we can experience stress through the action of speech, but we can also experience silence through the same door. So imagine entering into a door at the throat. And as you open it, you step into this place of silence. It's very peaceful. And this place of silence is also very still. So remember, the first door was the stillness of the body. The second door is the silence of speech. So just enjoy the silence, the stillness. Lovely, come back to center. So let's straighten the right leg, bring the belt into the right hand. Let the knee bend to start with, left arm out to the side. As you exhale, slowly draw the leg across, careful with the back. Keep the knee bent if that suits you better, or straighten the leg. Just rotate the gaze towards the left hand so you allow the spinal column to rotate. And then again, bring your attention through those first two doors as if you're stepping into this place within you, like an inner temple, which the body is for our real self. So we're stepping into the door of the body, into stillness. And then we're stepping into the door of speech, which the other side of that door is silence. Just a couple more breaths. Lovely, now carefully bring the leg back to center. Tummy muscles engaged. And exhale, lower. Controlling the movement like a meditation. Disciplining the mind. Once the leg connects to the floor, take a deep breath in. Let your awareness pour down the left side. Let's just take a few moments to rest in the first door, the body of stillness. And the second door, when we step through, speech becomes silence. So when we make that intention to step into the doors, it's actually quite easy to drop our awareness into this space regularly whenever we need to step through. So let's bring the knees towards us. A gentle rock from side to side. Pay attention to the back, lower back, upper back, near the shoulder blades. Just noticing, how does the body feel tonight? Good. Now, stay with the side to side or along the spine. So your choice. Remember, if you're going along the spine, use the exhalation to roll back. And the inhalation to rock up. Lovely. And let's come up. Excellent. So we're finally up. So let's check the time. Excellent. Okay. So round into cat. So we're going to work a little bit more on the third door now, which is the center of the chest, when we bring our attention to it. And this is the doorway of mind, which can be very noisy. But when we step through the door of the mind, we enter into this place that is very spacious. Okay, so concentrate on the center of the chest. And as you inhale, draw the heart space through as you lift the gaze. Exhale, feel the tension move out from between the shoulder blades. Inhale, feel the space open. This vast open space at the heart. Just let the breath guide you inwards. Good, let's go a little bit deeper. Extend the right leg back, breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Good, one more. Release, let's do the left leg, breath in. Stay focused at the heart space. Exhale, feel the back of the heart space as the knee comes through. Inhale, feel the heart space open. So when we step through that third door, the noisy mind, and we open it, the other side is space. Good, and release. So let's go into the heart space. So I'm going to work on the left arm first so it's easier for you to see. So let's all do the left together. Or if it's easier for you, do the right. So we're going to inhale, sweep the left arm up or the right arm. Exhale, slide it under nice and slowly. And continue to exhale as you bring the arm up. Pause. Place the hand back down. Inhale to come up. Exhale. So going slowly. Just take your time. Just releasing the blockages of energy around the heart center. So when we get stressed, we're under pressure, the heart space closes, we become anxious, and then we lose that energy, and we also lose our connection to others. So just working on releasing the knots that strangle the heart. So that's from the Upanishads, which is an ancient text. So when the knots that strangle the heart are released, we become liberated or free. Good, back to center. Now let's start the movement the other way. So opposite arm, inhale, just come up through the elbow first. Exhale, sliding under. So if that extended movement is too much for your shoulders, you can just lift from the elbow instead. Inhale, raise the elbow. Exhale, sliding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, back to center, well done. Okay, so let's step the right leg through. Pad up your knee if you need to. Just check that the front knee is safe so it's not coming over the ankle. I'm going to inhale and sweep the arms up. Good, pay attention to the heart space. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, now bring the hands into the back. Draw the elbows back. Open the chest. Drop your attention down into this space near the breastbone and breathe towards it. So remember, this space is where we connect to mind. And when we allow ourselves to step gently through the door of mind, we step into this vast open space. Good, now just come to upright and bring the leg a little bit closer in so it's more of a straight, the back knee is directly under the hip. And we're going to bring the left hand to the side of the right thigh and the right hand behind us. So we're turning from the thoracic spine, we're not rotating here, so the lumbar spine has not evolved to rotate, so that's neutral. Let's extend the arm out. Anchor into the breath. Lovely, and release. We'll step back, bring the left leg forward, so slightly longer lunge to start with. So you work the top of the right thigh now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, hands into the back. Squeeze the elbows in. Drop your awareness down into the center of the chest and find that image of opening the noisy door of the mind. And when you step through it, it's this vast space. Lovely. Now just bring this front foot a bit closer in so you're in more of a neutral movement for the back. Right hand to the side of the left knee, left arm back. Again, just bring your attention to the breath. Feel how the breath draws you inwards. So the senses become very quiet. Lovely, and release. We're going to step back. Let's tuck our toes. And as you exhale, come into down dog. Keep the knees bent. So let's work the heart space a bit more. So bend the knees so we get this upper back area is as smooth as we can get it. So if you don't bend the knees and you've got very tight hamstrings, you end up with this sort of downward facing dog where we're curving forwards and nothing much is happening apart from we're damaging our shoulders and our wrists. Bend the knees, lift. Now feel the whole of the spinal column lengthening. Let the head relax. Now we're going to keep the knees bent and we're going to open the side channels of the heart space. So we're going to swing the hips just from side to side. So you should get a really dynamic stretch from the underarm, through the ribs, down to the hips. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Now, slowly walk the hands towards the feet. Bring the hands to the shins. We're going to work the focus. So sometimes we focus on the kidneys in this position, but I actually want you to focus in the upper back now. So inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale. Inhale. So you might find in order to get the attention in the upper back, you might need to bring the hands higher up or lower down. So notice what you need in order to get that sensation between the shoulder blades. Good, now let's travel all the way up, breathing in. And down through the midline. Excellent, so we've made it to standing. So let's come to the front of the mat. Bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale down through the midline. So just centering. And again, inhale all the way up, lift the gaze. Feel the space in the center of the chest. Exhale. Good, and again, inhale. Good, now this time I'm going to exhale and fold forward, soften the knees. Step back on the right leg, go slightly wide on your mat. Ready for a warrior one base. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, squeeze the elbows against you. That lovely movement down through the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good, now I want you to bring your left hand and place it into the frontal hip bone on the left side. And bring your right hand into diamond fists. Remember, this is a Tibetan mudra. So we're just going to shift the fingers over the thumb. Inhale, so we're drawing and opening the heart energy. Exhale. It's like a lasso movement. Inhale, exhale. Good, now just experiment a bit with it. You might want to come over sideways a bit. So you get this lovely circular movement moving through the rib cage. Working with the breath, freeing up the space at the heart. Good, now we're going to change directions. Inhale, we go back. Exhale. Good, now as you're doing this movement, just pay attention to the lower back, check it's happy. Good. Now, inhale. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, step back into down dog. Soften the knees again. Feel that strength coming through the hands, up into the underarms, through the rib cage, into the sit bones. Just stay with the breath, a few more breaths here. Good, come forwards into plank. Hold, so let's develop some strength. So remember, if you're feeling a little under the weather, drop the knees, keep it soft. Good, now all the way down, chaturanga. Toes go back. Make sure the hands are directly under the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale to lower. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Keep the knees bent. Come back into down dog. So from here, we're going to step forwards into a warrior two. So remember, that's a different alignment. So roll the heel of the left foot down to the floor with the toes turning out and step forwards with the right foot. Make sure the front heel dissects the back arch. Okay, we're going to swing up. Nice long warrior two. And we're going to use a mudra called the Slayer mudra. I know you all like this one because it's kind of like, yeah, rock on. We cross the hands. Okay, so this protects the heart. It's another Tibetan mudra. This is the one where you breathe in and then we push the breath out. So we clear the stagnant energy of the heart space. So take a deep breath in. And again, inhale. Clear it out. Inhale. Good, now let's hold. Now focus your gaze on this front middle fingernail. So remember, drishti points are another mechanism to still the mind. Good, let's bring the right elbow down, keep the hand in the mudra, extend the arm, Pashvakonasana. Good, now release the mudra. Hands either side of the front leg, roll the back heel off the floor. So you're in a lunge, left hand down, right hand up. If that's too much for you, drop the knee, bring the back hand into the sacrum, do something softer. Good, release the hand. Take a breath in and lift the gaze. Exhale, step forwards. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Keep the hands above the head. And as you exhale, we're going to raise the right leg, coming into a balance. So stay with this balance if it's enough for you. If you've got problems in the knee or the hip, stay with this. Otherwise, we're going to move from here. We're going to bring the ankle across to the left thigh and come down into sometimes called variation in tree. I don't know, but for some reason I call it the standing Buddha. You're going to pay attention to the breath. Let the eyes have a soft open gaze. So remember, the soft open gaze switches on the relaxation response, where the staring gaze switches on the run away response. So let's just soft open gaze. Good. Inhale. Step a little wider. Exhale. Bring the hands to the floor. Come back into Uttanasana. Heel the feet in slightly. Soften the back of the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale down through the midline. Good, so that's one half round. Let's go to the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Warrior one, step back on the left leg this time. So remember, you're not on a tight rope, it's quite wide. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Good, now right hand, the palm comes to the frontal hip. Pull it back. Left palm into the mudra of the hand, the diamond mudra, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. So feel that circle movement. It's like a lasso. So free up the whole of the ribs and the shoulder. Just take your time, create the space of mind at the heart. Good, let's change directions. Good, come down. Take a breath in, lift the gaze. Exhale into down dog. Soften the knees again. Good, forwards into plank, drop the knees. If you're a bit under the weather, don't force the body, just drop the knees, keep it soft. All the way down, Chaturanga. Good, make sure the hands are directly in the shoulders, squeeze the elbows into the ribs, draw the elbows down to the side waist, inhale and lift. Exhale. Good, toes tuck, push back into down dog again. So this time we're going to step through with the left leg into warrior two. So align, so you'll see my back in a minute. It's good to see the alignment that way as well. So front heel bisects the back arch, sweep up. Hands into Slayer Mudra. Bring them across the heart space. Take a deep breath in. And clear out. Inhale. Clear out. And let's hold the focus on the left middle fingernail. Good, bring the left elbow down, extend the right arm, keep the hand in the mudra. Good, release the mudras. Bring the hands down, roll the right heel back off the floor, take a breath in. Drop the knee if you need to. Left hand to the sacrum. Extend the left arm, So you can do a variety of these or knee off the floor. Good, release the hands, take a breath in, exhale, let's step forwards. So ready for the balance. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Use the arms as if they're lifting you up. Bring the left knee up. Goodness, stay with this for the balance, or bring the ankle across, drop the bottom down and come into the standing Buddha position. Soft, open gaze. Good. Inhale, step wide. Exhale, come down into the squat. Just close your eyes for a moment. Just remember, squats don't have to look really low. They can be much higher. If that's where your squat is at the moment, that's fine. Good. Now bring the hands to the floor and bring yourself into a comfortable seated position. So if you're cool, pop on some layers, but I guess you're probably all right in your homes. So we're just going to go through the 3 doors as a meditation exercise before we do our relaxation. So make sure you've got everything you need to be comfortable. Spine nice and straight. So bring the hands into the lap. Just let the thumbs touch. Become aware of the breath at the tip of the nose. Good, now let's enter into the first door. So be aware of the body. And as you enter through the door of the body, be aware of the stillness. And as you focus on the stillness, be aware of this sense that you are the stillness. Good, now we're faced with another door, the door of speech. So sometimes our speech can be very stressful. We express our attachments and aversions through our speech and our ignorance. But when we step through the door of speech, we enter silence, so focus at the throat. Be aware of the silence. And as you focus on silence, become aware that you are the silence. Now allow your awareness to drop down into the center of the chest, entering the third door, the door of mind, our noisy thoughts. Opening the door, we step in to this vast open space, the luminous mind. Be aware of the space in the center of the chest. So as you focus on these three doors, the stillness of the body, the silence of speech, and the spaciousness of mind. Just remember that our experiences, our emotions, and our thoughts in every moment spontaneously, when they're released without attachment or aversion, they self-liberate like snowflakes as they fall into the ocean. So when we don't react, just allow things to arise and they just simply dissolve. Lovely. So let's lie down. We'll do a relaxation, so make yourself comfortable. So just popping a blanket on if you need one. Maybe a cushion, maybe a duvet, you know, you might decide you don't want to get up, you're just going to go to sleep there. So now you're settled, take a deep breath in. Have a sigh out. Lovely. And again, twice more, breathing in. And last one. Good. Now bring your awareness into the right side of the body. The whole of the right side. Become aware of the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand and the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the right side of the rib cage, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, toes. Bring your awareness into the left side of the body, the whole of the left side, the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand and the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the rib cage, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, toes. Bring your attention to the back of the body, both heels, calf muscles, the bottom, the lower back, both shoulder blades, the neck, back of the head, the top of the head, forehead, temples, eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, eyelids, eyes, ears, cheeks, nose, tip of the nose, lips, chin, throat, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, navel, abdomen, the whole front. Be aware of the whole of the body. As you focus on the whole of the body, be aware of the stillness. Bring your full awareness, your full attention into the stillness. And become stillness. Becoming stillness. Bring your attention to the throat, to the focus point of silence, the silence of speech. Visualize a door opening and stepping through into silence, becoming silence. And now attention down into the very center of the chest, to the focus point for mind. Opening the door and stepping through, stepping into this vast spaciousness of mind. And as you step into the spaciousness of mind, visualize this brilliant white light that dissolves everything. And what is left is the white light. And this is the observer, the true self, our awareness, observing the experience of the human body, the human mind, emotions and thoughts. But our real self is this space, this clarity, this silence. And remember that this space is always present. You just have to make a conscious choice to enter in. Just allow the chimes to resonate through you. So just before we finish, I'm just going to read a small bit from Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche's book. He's one of my teachers. It's called Awakening the Luminous Mind. So it's just a very small section from chapter 1, which is finding refuge through the 3 doors. Our ordinary experiences offer us 3 opportunities to transform our lives and find the inner peace, joy, and liberation from suffering that we all wish for. Since our confusion is expressed through our body, our speech, and our mind, these 3 places also offer opportunities to dispel that confusion. The 3 areas of body, speech, and mind are referred to as the 3 doors. And by shifting our attention in specific ways away from the expression of pain and towards the release of that pain, we enter these doorways to discover the gifts of openness, awareness, and warmth. So let's just close the practice with a Buddhist prayer, which seems fitting. By the power and truth of this practice, may all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And may all live in equanimity without too much attachment and too much aversion, and live in the sacred happiness which is sorrowless. And namaste. So hopefully you're not all asleep. Let's take a nice deep breath in and exhaling. Just bring the knees towards you. Roll to one side and bring the hands to the heart space. Inhaling, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale down into that spaciousness within you. Namaste.
Namaste.